would start with today with the 0 to PLEX challenge, and then we are going to move to into the Aeon Fund later, just because the 0 to PLEX stuff is kind of like the new hot shit, and I can't wait to talk about it. If you guys are tuning in today and you weren't watching on Wednesday, we actually started the whole thing, and I explained all the basics of how to get there, how to set up the characters, where to put them, and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna try to not repeat everything today. Today I want to focus on what are the items that are actually getting us there, what are the items, how did I find them, and what does that mean, not only for alpha traders but for everyone else as well. Yeah, I am putting everything on YouTube, so you can find all of the the videos later on YouTube. The first episode is already out there. Okay. That's a relaxed music for a Saturday evening. By the way, cheers. If you don't know, you saw Harry do it right there. We now have the cheers scotch emote. Oh yeah. Exactly. So the tax-free corp is working again now. So if you I have set up a tax-free corp, and that is this right here. If you're starting out with an alpha challenge and you just are starting your career missions, then make sure you join any 0% tax corp. If you want to join mine, perfectly fine. Don't expect any action in there. It's really just the in-game corp of our community. Possibly at some point in the future we'll do something else with it, but right now it's really just a shell where you can just put your alts in to have 0% tax. The reason that's important if you create a new character or you're just starting out is if you don't have any starting capital and you're doing your initial missions, it's going to increase your capital by about 5% or 10%. So that's going to make a big difference. That's going to be a big difference if you're starting from scratch. If you already have starting capital, it really doesn't matter. But if you want a place for your trade alts to hang out with other trade alts, then just apply. Yeah, for sure. It's just a shell. There's not even gray men in suits in there. I sometimes see when somebody chats in local in the corp chat in there, I sometimes catch it and then I try to answer, but most of the time it's just dead. Yeah, in the Cayman Islands. Yeah, in the Galente system of Ney. I think that's the home of it. Okay. What else? Was there some standard stuff we had to talk about? Not really. I'll talk about some of the. We've seen a lot of items go nuts this week. But we'll talk about that later when we talk about the Aeon Fund. But yeah. Hopefully you can win a share today. Yeah, we'll see. We'll start a giveaway in a little bit. We'll give people a chance to just get here, and then we'll do a giveaway, and then hopefully it's not going to be Bonsai winning again. I mean, Bonsai, all the best to you, but we want to spread the love. So you don't have audio? Yeah, okay. That's not. I'm guessing that's not because of me. It's because of you're at work or something. One thing that I have to say though in general about the 0 to PLEX challenge is that obviously I found there are now about 10 or so items that I'm going to show right now that that will have like 100% margin and will have made over $1 million profit in the past 2 or 3 days. And so those items are going to be great, and hopefully not everyone jumps on it, so I don't have to completely resort the portfolio. If that happens, then that's fine. That's what we do here, right? That's totally cool. But that's obviously my biggest hurdle in taking this to the first billion, because it's the best way of this stuff to work is that if you early on you find some items that not a lot of people trade, but you get 100% profit, and somehow you get to flip the entire inventory every day, which does happen in the beginning because it's just markets that the professional traders later on are not interested in anymore. So it's totally possible that for a week you're writing an item and you're doubling your money every day. It's a lot more difficult for me to do that right now on the stream, but you guys know that. So yeah. By the way, I also while I was doing this, I set up 420 von Sweden. You know what to do, dude. You know what to do. So you what I did is I took the Oz sheet, the Oz trading sheet that you can download and use, the one I'm linking right here. And that one I used to track profits for my 0 to PLEX challenge, because that way I can immediately show you how to use it if you want to start using and you are an alpha. So yeah. While I was doing that, I fixed some things in the sheet. So what I did was I updated the type IDs, for example. I know Bonsai is gonna rag on me for not automating that thing with the script, but I just updated it. Yeah. UTC 420. Yeah. Okay. So what are we gonna do first? Let's see. What I'm gonna do first is I will go on GIF assets, which we haven't done in a long time. Let's see here. I haven't shown that on stream in a long time because I wasn't using the track anymore. Harry Eve, thank you for that subscription, man. Continuing the gifted sub from David Francis, man. Thank you. Appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that. So let me see here. I'm going to pull up Chief Assets. There, okay. I'll keep it small so it doesn't burn you guys' eyes out. So what we have seen is that we went from 40 million on day one, and we moved to just 45 million, and then to 65 million day two. We moved to 93 million, and now today we are at like 107 million. And so we've pretty much we almost tripled the cash. So that's good. Most of this comes from assets, but we actually have a wallet balance of 23 million, which is also really fantastic already. So that we can use that money to reinvest it today. We'll do some of that on stream today live. Let me catch up with chat. Please make more streams for GMT plus 8 people. Yeah, I try. I have a family as well, so it's this is my streaming schedule. But you will be able to catch everything on YouTube, so it should be good. Yeah. So Nia Banen is also the bane of my existence, because as the name says, it sucks. You always get shit perimeter buy orders fulfilled there for sure. That happens. So yeah. So this is the overall. If you look at like where this happened, the Dodixie alt is not working yet, so it's really just these two right here. and it's about 44 million from Amar, and it's about 50 million from Jita. So right now it's actually quite even, and that shows you that you can make money in both places right now really well. Hoping to get the Dodexy out up this weekend so that we can finally trade with 3 characters, so I can actually make this a true challenge. All right. Let's close that. Just wanted to show you that graph. And let's hop onto the game. So that we'll start in Jita, with the Jita alpha. Thanks, Iridis. Thank you for those kind words, man. Let's see here. Let me pull up this thing right here. So this, what you see in the background here is the sheet that I built for the community. Yeah, well, we're not chit-chatting around anymore. We just jump into the action now, because last time it took me way too long to get through all the content. So yeah, this is the Oz trade sheet that you can just download, the link that flies through here every once in a while. And so I've actually imported the transactions from GF Assets. So what you do, right? Just to for those of you that are new to the sheet, and maybe just to go over some basics today, you actually just go here, you go to the transactions tab, you select everything, copy, and just literally just paste it in this sheet, right? In this transaction sheet, and then you just copy the items over here. You delete duplicates, and then you're ready to go. There's a video out there to do that, actually, if you go to the YouTube channel. And so you can see here, if I sort by items, item profit after tax. You can see that there's a bunch of items that made quite a bit of money. Remember, this is each character starting with like 10 or 17, like between 15 and 17 million. So I try to split that up into more or less 10 items per character. So each character invested about 1.7 million in each item. So to make 6 million out of one item in profits is pretty badass. So that's the compact multispectrum energized membrane, and the reason that is so high in profit is because it worked in both. It worked in Jita and in Amar. So let me show you in game why this item works so well. So we're right now we are in Jita. Actually, I'm in perimeter, obviously, because I put my buy orders out in perimeter. If you don't know why, then look at the day 1 episode. Or literally any guide that I make. And so right here we have the compact multispectrum energized membrane. Nice thing about this is that not only does it fluctuate in price a lot, and right now it's fairly cheap, but also you see here very consistent volume traded every day between like 200 and 1,000. So at a price of a few $100,000, then this is the market is big enough for us with our small capital to invest in. And you look at the actual margin here. Right now it's between 128 and 198. And these orders, like, this is a fast moving item, right? So there's just volume. You put this up. If we let's look at the transactions that I've made in this. If you look at the transaction history for this started on the 14th and went to the 17th. So this is just from 3 days, right? You can see here I buy at 80, I sell at 230, I buy at 125, sell at 238, buy at 127, sell at 199. So you can see that I was just day trading this every day, and 3 times I updated my order, 3 times it completely filled, and 3 times it completely sold. And so out of 1 million I made in the end 6 million profits, so about 7 or 8 million. So this is one item that works really, really well. Going to discuss the impact of Triglavian and Upwell industry inputs being regularly obtainable from NPCs now. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit on Wednesday, right? But I'll do the market talk a little later, Fonsui, just because I want to make sure that we keep like the alpha challenge stuff in one block, so we can update it to upload it to YouTube for those that can't watch live. That's some of the feedback I got, so I'll keep the market talk for a little bit later in the show. Sorry for that that inconvenience. Yeah, I gotta get through the schedule. So, yeah, you can see this item worked really well, and we found it through Adam for Eve, right? So the way we found it is through the margin finder, and I showed extensively how to do that in Wednesday's video, right? But let me just give you at least one example for those of you that didn't watch then, just so you get a refresher if you did see it, or you at least see a little bit of what I'm doing here, right? So this is adamforeve.eu, not .com, and this is the margin finder. So if you go to market and margin finder, you can look at different markets. So let's pick the Forge region for one. And let's look at modules that let's filter that, and let's say we want a minimum trades of 50, so that's about 2 an hour, and then we want a minimum trade of at least like 10 million or something. And what you're seeing now is this is sorted by sorted by margin. So the highest margin items are on top, the lowest are at the bottom. And what I mean by this filter is, this is all the items in the Forge that trade at least twice an hour, roundabout, and trade at least 10 million a day, right? And that are modules, because modules, it's a good place to start. And then you can, these are all probably fairly okay items. We went through on Wednesday. We went through why some of them aren't, because some of them are only sold to buy orders or bought from sell orders, and you want both for it to be able to flip, right? Because otherwise you're just gonna get stuck with it one way or the other, either with a buy order or with a sell order that doesn't sell. And so if you have, this is a lot of items, so you can click through them. I'm not going to do that today. As I said, if you are interested, go back to Wednesday. But we can up this a little bit to kind of get this down a little bit. And let me see if this item that I was trading in is in here at all. Let's see, compact multispectrum. No, it's not in these. Probably because the let's see here. Probably because the margin is too low. But anyway, on Wednesday it was, and on Wednesday we picked a lot of the items because they fit these criteria that I named right here. Obviously, you can play around with it as you go trading. You will get better at knowing what are the important things to look out for. And again, this is only going to be half your work, right? This is finding items. In the end, what will help you is this, right? What will help you is trade in that item, track your profits, and see, like, what I do now literally is every day I just go in, I sell all the stockpiles that I've bought, and with the cash I invest in new items, and I start with the top most profitable item. So I start with that, and if I have a buy order out for that, then I go to that, then I go to that, then I go to that. And the buy orders keep getting bigger, so the circle goes on, and automatically the unprofitable items kind of drop out the bottom. Ginga Ninja, do you do any streams or have any videos on YouTube more focused on traders with 5 billion to 10 billion to trade with? That There's literally a video with that title out on YouTube. I think there's an item. There's something called items for people with 5 billion ISK or something like that. But almost all my other streams are geared towards that. And later on, when we talk about the Aeon Fund, you'll see a lot of items that will be traded like that as well. For that will be traded more at that level. But honestly, at 5 or 10 million, you can still trade some of these really well. Really, really well. Okay. We've hit half an hour, so I'm gonna start. We're gonna start the first raffle for tonight. So for me, it's insta outbid just after I mod my buy orders in JITA. Like, yeah, see, Tupal, you're being too nervous, right? Like, do you know what I do? Like, I've shown you this, right? This right here, I didn't think about it, right? I logged on, I updated the order once, I left. I came back, and it was fulfilled. I didn't look at it in 24 hours. I probably got outbid 30 times in the meantime, but that, you know, I didn't notice because I didn't worry about it. In the end, 24 hours later, yeah, it didn't work with every item, but for those it worked for, I had very, very little effort. So what you gotta, I think, what the way the healthier and the thing that's gonna make you happier in the long run is set the order, forget it, come back the next day, and if it's not working, then pick another item, right? There are some items where I just noticed after a week, I'm always getting outbid. I'm not gonna keep doing this, and the way I noticed that I got outbid is just because the buy order doesn't fulfill at all. So if I look at my buy orders right here, and some of these are like, none of them are still full, right? And they're all from today. They're all from like 3 hours ago when I updated. So when I notice that it doesn't work, then yeah, exactly. That's why I like the high value items, the high volume items. Sorry, because what it will do is it will create more fluctuation, and it will make sure that your orders fulfill. If you're an alpha trader, don't trade in skins or ships or any of that. Just stay away from it. Go to super high. I mean, look at the items that I trade in, right? Calm gamma filaments, right? Of course you trade them. Look at this. This is just like all day, every day a few thousand of them, right? And so yeah, there's like 10 people buying them, but as an alpha, like I just need like 20 or 30 each day. Then I flip them for, you know, 200% margin right here. If you look at right here, and you're fine. And because the margins are insane, because the margins are, you know, if you look at the growth profit margin, this is the actual realized margin over the last 3 to 4 days, right? So this is 80%, 290%, 117%, 300%. 300% is the Arbalest Cruise Launcher 1, right? I don't know if it's here in, it might not be here in JITA, it might be in Amar. No, look at this. The Arbalest Cruise Launcher, okay? This is a very, very common, good item for not only for new players, but also for experienced players. So you see, there's 2,000 traded each day at 200,000. This is an insane amount. Not only that, but if you look at the dots, it gets sold, it gets bought, it's perfect, right? It's perfect. And the margin is 200%. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. I just started trading 3 days ago and I made 300% profit a few times. So if I don't know if I traded it in JITA here, but here I just started today. But I bought, look at this. I bought this at 80,000 and I can sell it in JITA at 200,000. So no questions. It works. I'll catch up, Evermax. I'll take your question right now. Let me just launch the giveaway. Yeah, sorry. You get your answers. Yeah, I don't want to break the flow too much. So sorry if I answer your questions a little bit too late. So we'll start the giveaway right now. One EIF share worth 117 million. Starting right now. You can enter with exclamation mark raffle. Okay, I'm assuming your answer was answered, Evermax, right? Yeah, looks like it. Perfect. Okay, exclamation mark raffle. G parent, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Thanks for watching the YouTube videos. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. So let's look at some other items that worked really well. The reason I'm showing you some items is because I want you to get a feeling for the categories that that make a lot of sense. Yeah, so Evermax, if you have issues with the sheet, go to the Discord and join the support channel in there. It's fantastic. You pretty much always get help there. Imremester, how are you doing, man? Hell yeah. Best time. Okay. So, Iron Charge M. Again, I don't track here. I don't track here where my where I'm keeping them, where I'm doing the trade, because the sheet just looks at overall stuff. Back in the day, it didn't really matter whether it was Dodixie, Amar, or Cheetah, because you could easily ship between them. Now it's obviously a little bit more difficult, but we'll see. So somebody on the Discord today said trading in ammo is difficult, right? And I had to laugh because that's true, but if you find the right one, it's amazing. Iron Charge M, right? This is a very, very common charge. Very easy to trade in. And if you look at the trades that I have done here over the past few days, is that I bought a whole bunch of them at 18 and then I sold them at 80. And so the again 300% profit on average on these. Yeah, it was a spike, definitely, right? It was a spike. It was a happy accident. But even, let's say this drops down to this drops more farther down, which it hasn't, right? This is just one clown selling at 50, right? And perimeter doesn't really matter. So even if this drops back down, we're buying at 18, you know? I mean, I'm gonna update this order again so that I'm back on top. Oh, by the way, pro tip, okay? Pro tip. When you're trading high volume items that get a lot of traffic, right? What a lot of you guys do probably is you update to 1834 because it just barely beats this guy, right? Never do that, because in the 10 seconds that somebody had that open, often what happens is if you had it open for 10 seconds, somebody already beat that order, but it's not showing up on your screen yet. So always make sure you do 2 or 3 ticks to make sure that you landed on top, right? Boom. Sketch Turner, what's up, dude? Yeah, ammo can be fantastic because it's moving quickly. A lot of times the margins can be slow, low, but it really just depends. In each trade hub, you're always going to find some ammo that is trading really well. Even if it's maybe faction ammo, whatever, it's really good to trade in, especially in the beginning, because you know it's gonna move. Like you're never gonna get stuck with Iron Charge M, you know? That's not gonna happen. There it is. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, if you guys aren't in the raffle yet, exclamation mark raffle. By the way, I mentioned the Discord a few times. Also, make sure you join the Discord right there. Oh no, Ginga Ninja, come on the Discord and chat to me later, and I'll show you where to find that stuff. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Okay. what's another one? So actually, what you can always do, what I like to do is, if you just type an arbalest in here, right? I'm gonna ruin some of my markets right here. If you just type in arbalest and look at some of these, you can find a bunch of them that are really nice for alpha trading. So the cruise missile launchers are. The rocket launcher right here is not, but some of these prototypes are. For example, the prototype torpedo launcher is really nice. You can see here. I'm going to uptick this again. But you can see that the I'm buying at 70. You look at my past trades. I'm buying at 70. It's currently selling at 135. I just started trading this today because it was working really well in Amar. So what I do is I look at what works in JITA, and then I check if it works in Amar, and then I look in Amar and I try to play it in JITA as well, obviously. But you can just about double this, and this is sorry, Raul. That's hey, there's more items out there, man. Hit me up on Discord and I'll give you a few more. Yeah, but this is a dream of an item because a very nice spread of the orange dots right there, and good white margin. So the arbalest named modules are often a really good deal to trade in. Let's see. Some of the other, like I've actually been trading the tranquil the tranquil filaments on alpha as well. So the tranquil gammas, for example, you can look at this. You can buy them for 20, sell them for 70. That is really amazing. And just to show you that it works, look at my transactions here. Buying at 18, selling at 60. Buying at 18, selling at 60. So it works really well. My average margin on those is 238%. So if you look here, tranquil gamma filaments, 238%. I made 3.6 million in the first 3 days. And the I think the tranquil exotics work as well, but yeah. So you see the same thing here, right? It's buying at 90, selling at 180. So there, you can see, as you can see, there's dozens of items out there where you can do that with, and all of these I found through Adam for Eve, what I was showing you guys earlier. So all of them I found through the margin finder, either in the forge or domain. And what I do is a lot of times is if for example the module, sorry, if the module list, for example, is too broad, what you can always do is you can move into for example, let's see here, the type group. You could go into missile launchers, I think, or into light missiles. Let's see, do they have launchers? You could do missile launcher light, for example, and go through some of the categories that you think might be worth it, or charges. We had that earlier. I think you have to put that up in the category. You have to kind of learn the I think it's a market group then. You have to kind of learn the words, but where is it here? Oh, then it has to be here. But either way, you guys know what I mean. Light missiles. You can learn missiles, and you can check out the high margin ones on those. So you can just go in here, and once you have kind of like a broad field and you've stuck around, you can narrow it down. And then you can find things like, you will learn the keywords, right? For example. So, as I said earlier, just like you will know that you will, so in my top 10 most profitable items, I have like 3 of them in there that are Arbalest missile launchers, right? So I know, okay, I'll keep an eye on the Arbalest category. Another nice one always is compact to look at. So compact is always the named modules that are easy to fit, so that have that are a little bit underpowered, but they are easier to fit in your ship specs. So especially prop modules, compact prop modules are very, very popular, and a lot of those work really, really well here as well. So if you, for example, let's see, I actually, for example, was trading this one in, this one works really well in Amar, for example. It doesn't work here as well. Let's see, the 10MN doesn't work here that well either. Yeah, JITA, and JITA for the popular modules, you will notice that the JITA margins will always be smaller than like the Dodixie or Mar modules, just because the market is more efficient. There's more out there, so you might be looking for different things. But yeah, I showed the tranquil ones, the calm filaments as well. They work quite well. Look at this. Calm filaments have very, very high volume. They trade in high volume, and they are bought and sold, and the margin is about 100%, and you can trade that continuously. I don't know if I've been trading that. Yeah, you can see that here. You can see that I've been, you know, buying at 17, selling at 44. Raul, that's 4. Raul, just be what this means is you just know how to pick good items, and you will be able to find new ones, because obviously you already know how to do it. Didn't we have a raffle going on? Okay, we have 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes on the raffle. So exclamation mark raffle if you just joined. You can win a share worth 117 million. Yeah, it's okay. Fat finger stuff. I accidentally put a buy order in JITA yesterday. I almost shit my pants. Not because it was expensive, but just because it was so embarrassing. Okay, let's see here. What else? Okay, here. So I always say, you know, the tags work really well. You look at something like Garista silver tags, for example. They have extremely wide margins, which is rare for an item that trades quite regularly. So yes, you have way more sales to buy orders, but you do have a lot of people coming in and buying it from seller orders every once in a while. So if you look at my trade history on Garista silver tags, for example, you can see here that I am buying them at 31,000 and then I'm selling it at 119,000. So this is a very nice margin on these as well. 230% is my realized margin on this item. So that's really nice. And this item, you know, again, you can, if you put the forge in here, and as a group you put criminal tags, it's gonna spit these out, right? You can set this down maybe a little bit to 10 million. It's gonna be the same. Let's see, put this down to like 20. So this is the margin finder for criminal tags, and you will see that one of the item that I just showed you that I was trading at 230%, it popped this out, right? It popped this out at 74%, because right now, if you look at the market right now at this second, there is one dude selling for 58, which is very cheap. Actually, at 58, I'm actually going to buy it from him. I'm also going to buy this guy. Yeah. I don't let people ruin my markets. Oh, also, Really, really important. The way I probably, I mean, just to recap, you know, in GEF assets, so for the Zero to PLEX challenge, we started at 40 million on Wednesday, so 4 days ago, and now we are at oh, I gotta turn on all of those. We are at over 100 million, 107 million, and probably about 10% of that I made on fat-fingered orders, so other people messing up their orders. And that's because, let's see here, that's because a lot of times you will see, if when you click through your orders, you will see people have erroneously put yeah, dark mode. It's so ugly. The GEF assets dark mode is so ugly. I hate it. But I'm not gonna pull it up again. So a lot of times you will see items, sell orders put up on the buy order price, which is it's even cooler when you're doing alpha trading, because the margins are insane, right? So when you pick some of those, like I found yesterday, let's see, I found a few people selling like 10 Arbalest missile launchers that I could sell at 300% profit immediately, right? That's the kind of stuff that works really well. Yeah, Tupal, there's a setting for GEF assets in under options to put a dark mode in. But yeah, let's see. Case in point, let's see if I can immediately show you one. Let's if we happen to find one. Nope. So what I'm looking for is a sell order that is the same as the buy order, right? Ooh, I like this one. This is a nice item to trade in. I don't know if I already showed you guys this, but you buy at 165, sell at 432. The only thing is, here, my sell orders actually get stuck. So that's a good example. What do you do if your sell orders get stuck? I'm sorry. What do you do if the sell order gets stuck? Because on an alpha challenge, you typically you don't have time to have 2 million ISK stuck in there when you're just starting out. The daily volume is really high, so the thing is just sometimes you have something like this where you have a spike and then you're riding the spike down of the market and then your order gets stuck. That just happens, right? And you guys remember on Omega trading, on large scale trading, when we're doing like really serious hardcore trading, I tell you guys never to change sell orders, right? Only if you absolutely can't change it. On this alpha challenge, I'm not so strict, because when our margins are 300%, then I really don't care about 10%, losing 10% on the realistic fee. It's fine. We gotta keep moving. On the alpha challenge, you gotta keep moving, you gotta keep trading. So oftentimes what I will do here is I will take an order like this and I might correct this down to like 432, right? And that's still a fantastic price. And do that. I can't actually do this right now, because if I try this, it'll tell me I can't do this, because as an alpha, you actually can't remotely modify your sell order in JITA if you're on perimeter. So I actually have to fly over to JITA and modify the order there, which I'm not going to do on stream, so I don't waste your time. But those are the limitations that you have as an alpha. It makes you appreciate the Omega trading, but you get to do it. Okay, our raffle is up, so let's do a draw. So Spleenhead, yeah. The difference is, like, if you're trading with billions, like most traders will have the hundreds of millions for the first month or two, but then you'll get into the billions, and then you can afford to make those decisions. On my Aeon and Delta funds, I never change sell orders. They just stay out there, and that's typically the right thing to do. But if you're just starting out and you're trying to double your money every day, you gotta move those sell orders sometimes, because if they haven't moved in a week, then you're wasting your capital. You're having capital sit there that could be doubled, right? You have to remember that. On a delta fund, or if you're trading 100 billion, you're never gonna double your money on any item, probably unless you get extremely lucky like me and you have a stack of Stormbringers. You're never gonna do that, or Isogen, I guess. But yeah, in this challenge like this, you do. Okay, we're gonna do a draw. The draw is for one share of 117 million. We have 49 tickets sold, and the winner is Dallin Terak. I haven't seen your name in chat before, I think. So welcome to the stream and congratulations. Dallin, if you're there, do join the Discord and send me a PM so that I can buy a share for you in the fund. You have 5 minutes to come up, or I'm going to do a redraw. Okay. By the way, we're only 2 subs away from the level 2 weekly sub goal. So if we get 2 more subs, we'll do another drawing anyway. So we'll do another one. We'll keep going with the draws as we have been. Okay. Let me go back to the game. There. Erodis, thank you for that Prime subscription, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out, for chatting, and for subscribing. Cheers, CJ. Okay, let's go back to the sheet. And let's look at some other items that made a lot of money. We've talked about those. We talked about all of those. There's another one. This guy right here. Okay, not in that was in Amar, so we'll head over to Amar in a second. But right here in Jita, this item has no margin whatsoever, so I wouldn't trade in it. So you might be wondering, like, why is the strategy so different from this alpha stream from what I usually do on the Omega stream, right? Because on the Omega stream I look way more into, okay, where is this item trading in terms of you know, the price comparison to the last year, because if you're Omega trading, then that's really, really important. If you're alpha trading and you're trying to just flip your money every day, you don't give a shit about that, because, I mean, maybe a little, because you don't want to get caught in a price spike, but you just care about that that flip, that current margin, because you're only going to care about that margin on that day, because you're going to try to get rid of that item on the same day or the next day. EC 300s. Yeah, so the volume is good enough. I mean, the item is really, really cheap, but if you have 20,000 trading, then you have about 300,000 a day. Yeah, the market is a little small, but there's obviously nobody trading in it, so with a nice margin. Yeah, Kyle, that's a good item to trade in as well. Because you can see here, you can buy this with a perimeter buy order at 5.5, and nobody has touched this in 3 weeks or something, and then you can sell them typically at, what is this, at 10,000. So you can double your money. Although you're gonna have a kind of a tough time getting buy orders fulfilled, because the absolute majority of EC 300 drones are sold to buy orders, are bought from sell orders, because you can see here the orange dots are at the very top. So you have to kind of get lucky, but if the competition is very low, then the margins or then even if you only get a buy order fulfilled every once in a while, it's still going to be you because you don't really have competition. Yeah, those are some good points, Kyle. So yeah, as you can see, tons of items out there. You know what? Let me show you what my my daily routine would be on this alpha challenge. I would log into my character. I would look at. I would pull up the personal assets. You can see already here I am getting stuff delivered to one jump out, right? Because we have that whole one jump range order out on perimeter, but it's small stuff, right? It's 17,000 here, it's 3,000 there, so I don't really care. So I go in and I look at GDA 44 and I look at my inventory there. And in the beginning I basically sell everything that's over 1 million. So I just go in and would just sell all of this. I kind of have to check whether I've open orders. So you can see here we're limited to 17 orders. So I check here, I only have 2 open right now, which is kind of a lot small. So I check here which orders can I cancel. A lot of times maybe there are some orders here like this one right here. This one only has 7 left out of 100, and that's only like 70,000. So this is not even worth it. I'm going to cancel this order out. That's like, if I have an order that's only covering 100,000 ISK, that order is basically being wasted, right? If I can potentially make 100% margin on every single order, that should be 2 million, not 100,000. Then I need to question each order every day, right? So you need to make sure that you're getting the most out of your orders. That's a really important, I guess, realization that you will have over the first few weeks of trading. As an alpha, obviously, as an alpha, because you're limited to the 17 orders per character. As an omega, when you have hundreds of orders, you don't really care. Okay. So what I do is typically, I mean, what you have to know is I did this three hours ago, so that's why I have no orders left. Typically, I log in and I have half the orders fulfilled because, you know, they are smaller orders on this challenge. But on here, for example, we could look into Tranquil Gamma Filaments. Have a look. There's still an order out here of mine from yesterday. So I have to make a decision to either put this order out here or change this order down, or just do nothing and wait until the price comes back up. But as I said, I am not looking for price movement here. I'm just looking to sell stuff as quickly as possible. So I really just go by volume. So in this case, what I would probably do is I would probably put this one up again. Actually, I'm going to do another check. I'm going to check how much cash we have. We have 7 million, so that would be enough to fill like 3 additional buy orders. So that's the question of, do we use those 2 open orders as buy orders, or do we use them as sell orders? And the answer to that is, if you need cash, obviously you're going to use sell orders. If you have enough cash to fulfill or to post buy orders, then you put buy orders out. And then what you can also do is you can also have a look at your orders and see what the balance is. You should have a pretty good balance between buy and sell orders if you're just starting out, because you know, you want to have the 10 items pretty much and have for each of them a buy and a sell order out. That's what happens, and you'll have some fluctuations obviously, but you know, that's in theory that's what's going to happen. So yeah, we what I'm going to, since I have 7 million and I'm not really cash strapped, it's more important that we get buy orders fulfilled, because buy orders are what makes us money right now. Because we're trying to get the steals through buy orders. The sell orders are pretty much just the price that is being paid, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update every single order here. realizing that you guys can all just outbid me if you want to. I'm just asking you nicely. Oh yeah, screwed that up, but just because I am bad at multitasking. But you guys get the gist. I go through here and I update every single one of these orders. 31, 8, 20. Right here, already got outbid. This was the one I updated earlier, so screw that. Go in here, 51 to 80. $70100. Okay. And then we look at some other items. So then we look at the wallet, and we have 8 million. And basically we can put some more buy orders in, and what some ways as that you can decide which items to pick. Obviously you can look at the most profitable, right? So we could look at to make sure that we're getting the most profitable items out here. We can look at this one. We can see there's no those order aber. Why do I type? So 95% of the time I use the mouse wheel, but you know, it's just muscle memory. So I use the mouse wheel 99% of the time probably. It's just a force of habit sometimes. I advise you to use the mouse wheel for sure, but I don't know. If you watch my stream, typically I use the mouse wheel, but just, yeah. Just today. Just a strange day, but maybe. So right here, I'm gonna put a new buy order in here. And so I put the buy order and you what you want to do is we want to right click the perimeter one to make sure that you get the station as perimeter. You don't want to make the mistake of putting it into JITA, and then you do 128.6, and then you know, we have 8 million. So right here, I don't know, we'll buy 25 of them because it's been working really well for us. We do 3 jumps, 1 buy, and then have that out there, and then hopefully this success story continues, and then we have, I think, 1 more open buy order, right? So the iron charge we were already trading. What about the torpedo launcher? Were we still trading in that? Yep, we were. What about the cruise launchers? We have those. Yep. Okay. One of you guys is already outbidding me. Tranquil. Brydon, thank you for gifting that that tier 1 subscription. And Clunky, congrats for winning that. And that triggers another giveaway. Thank you, Brydon. I really appreciate your support. I'm gonna start another giveaway in the background here. Oh wait, so did the last winner, Dylan Tarek, are you there? Because if you're not there, I'm gonna redraw that as well, right now. Did you guys catch him in chat? He didn't say anything in chat, right? I would have noticed in my bot. Okay, so so Dylan, you're out. We're gonna pick another winner. The winner is Raul. Dope. Congratulations. Are you still there? Raul, say something, or I'm gonna draw another one. I'm just gonna keep going here. Three, 2, 1. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna pick another winner. Harry Eve, are you there? Harry Eve, he's very loyal. He's always there. Harry Eve, are you there? Guys, there's no raffle right now. Yeah, okay. Harry, you won the share. So congratulations. Just hit me up on Discord. Okay, so we're gonna complete that and we're gonna start a new raffle here for another share because we hit the sub goal for today or for the week. So let's start the giveaway right now. Buster, how you doing, man? You just joined? Yeah. Yep, now you can do exclamation mark raffle and you can enter the raffle again. Okay. So I'm going to use that other open order that we have. I'm going to use it on tranquil gamma filaments because these have been working really well. And what we do is we're going to do a 21070 and we're going to, what, buy like 100 of them? No. Okay, so this we reached the limit of tranquil gamma really quickly. So this is actually a good example, right? So I want to invest 2 million. So for 2 million, I would have to buy 100, and 100 is half the daily volume. So that's actually already not very good for capturing profits because there's too many people in here. So I'm actually going to not trade in that. Ginga Ninja, thank you for that Prime subscription, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your support. If we hit 25, I'll just do more giveaways. We'll just keep on doing giveaways. But I won't reset that goal thing. That's okay, is there another one? We could look at the calm gamma. Because that market is just a lot bigger. Yeah, so I'm gonna do calm gammas at 18.1 and I'm going to buy 100 of those from this character. Boom. Okay, so that takes care of our orders, I think. Miko, you need to Miko Ronan, you need to go to sleep, man. But good morning and thanks for hanging out, man. Okay. Just for shits and giggles, let me log off and show you the Amar account, just so... Oh, you're a fireman. Okay, alright.
Connecting.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You gotta be ready for that. I get it. Okay, so oh, Roll dope. Now you Roll, thank you for that tier 1 subscription, man. You won a raffle and then you weren't there. And somebody else now won it. But I feel bad because you subscribed, so I will send you something, man. I'll send you a consolation prize. Something. Just hit me up on Discord. Okay. So in let's have a look at what we've been trading here. So for example, you can see here in Amar, actually the margins are a lot better, right? So for the alpha challenge, actually Amar is fantastic to be in right now. Really good. Because a lot of these same items have larger margins in Amar than they do in Jita. The only issue that you have is that you can select from way fewer items in Amar because a ton of items don't even have a market that do have a market in JITA just because of higher volumes. So if we actually look at Arbalest cruise launchers here, let's see here. If you look at the trades I made in Amar here, you can see 50,000. Bought a whole bunch at 50,000 and then sold at 180, 190 and 300,000. So you can see that's an easy 500% or whatever of profit on these. Again with the Arbalest, right? The Arbalests are just working really well, and you can see that there's pretty much nothing left in the Amar market. There's nothing left there, and we're still buying them. So let me update this dude right here. Although I'm sure that you guys are going to come in and outbid me on this one now, but yeah. So this is one good item that you can see there. Let's see what else. Here, those compact afterburners I talked about earlier in JITA. Here in Amar, you can trade them really well. As you can see, you can buy them at 100 and then sell them at 180. And the nice thing is that they have a very high volume and they trade quite well. So Miko, it's that's why you know, the reason I also show things on stream is because it's not about the item itself. I want to show you items that I found through Adam for Eve and then help you be able to find those items yourself. And the reason I'm showing you some items is because you guys can then see which categories work, which categories you know work, and which categories can you maybe look into and then trade other things in there. Because you don't need to do Adam for Eve. You can also do it in game. For example, as I said earlier, if you already know that you know, Arbalest is a good keyword to do, then you can just look at, you know, constant blue volume, white channel, orange dots everywhere. This is an awesome item, right? Actually, this is an awesome item. Oh, and look, this is an example right here. Look, guys. So this guy fat-fingered his order. So immediately I'm going to buy this because it's 34% under regional value and you can sell it for 600. So just right there, we made 500,000 ISK, which is nothing for Omegas, but for people that are starting out trading, you know, 500,000 ISK is a nice, easy, immediate profit, right? It works really well. So you have to have a lookout for those. Yeah. So in Amar, I have 5 open orders. So I'm gonna have a look at the our inventory that we have at Amar. Actually, I'm gonna look at the wallet. We have 10 million. That's some nice buy orders that we can do. Let's see if we have a large inventory of something. We do. We have about 6 million of these Arbalest torpedo launchers. Nice. So these, let's have a look at the past trades in this item. Ooh, look at this. Okay. Look, guys, I bought this all week. Let's see. I'm gonna sort it by time. This is recently. Look at this. I'm buying all week at 145 and then I'm selling at 319, and it's just working every day several times, like several times an hour sometimes. So this works really well. And even right now, even as we're speaking, we're buying these, and the sell price is 319 still. So this works. I'm gonna put these up for sale. 319. I'm not gonna put 14 million up for sale just because I need to be able to modify orders in case the price drops, and that's gonna be expensive in Amar because we're not in a shop there. So I'm gonna post like half of them, 20. Market authorities were unable to process your order. Please try again. Okay. What's going on? Do you guys know? Is the server down? Are you out there? This is Amar. This is just Amar, you know. Nice hand sanitizer business. Techno, I don't get the joke, but that's because I'm German and I don't know jokes. Yeah, so I don't know. That I rarely ever see that that error message. But yeah. It does that every now and again from perimeter. Okay, I'm in a shop though. I'm not even in JITA, so yeah. Yeah, TCP finally took me out of trading. I'm gonna try one more time. They're like, this trade is true profitable. We want 3.19. Market authorities. Oh, fudge you. All right, yeah. Oh, that guy. Yeah, I remember that guy, Techno. Hell yeah. Hellfish, how are you doing? But anyway, so we can't trade apparently. But this I would do. This I would sell, and this one as well. Same here as we saw in JITA, right? This is a great item. We've been buying it for 119 and selling for 184. This lives off the quick turnover, so that works really well. So we're gonna do 180, 400, and see if we could post that one. Oh, that one works. So I just Fonsui, you won 45 in Steam. Fonsui, you keep winning everything. What is up with that? Didn't you just win like 6,000 Plex? By the way, we have a raffle going on. 3 more minutes, and you can do exclamation mark raffle to win. Oh, well, it's glad I'm glad I got to connect you two, Fonsui and G-Parent. Okay, let's see here. What else do we have? The other stuff is not very big, so let's just put some buy orders in. Let's go through some of these buy orders and make sure we're on top. Right here, we're not. I'm just moving back on top. I'm on top there. By the way, here, ridiculous margin. Agitated Firestorm Filaments. Okay. And now I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to put some more buy orders into a shop as well. And I'm going to do that. So 2 ways, or three ways to select where you should put your buy orders. I just showed you guys one, right? One is you look at your sheet and you look at you sort by most profitable item, and then you just post the most profitable item buy order, right? That's a no-brainer. If you don't want to deal with the sheet and you just want to work quickly out of the game client, then there's one other way that I use, and that is this is very crude, right? But I just go in here into my transactions and I sort by sales, right? Why do I do that? Because the easiest way to make money quickly early on in your alpha trading career is those guys coming in and buying all your shit immediately, right? Like you post a sell order, somebody comes in, buys all your shit. That's really, really profitable, right? And so this is really really handy because you just sort by biggest sell order and then just view and see, make sure you have a buy order out there. Because typically this is going to be your profitable stuff because you know, you can quickly glance at the sheet and make sure it's a profitable item, but I don't have a... By the way, fun fact, out of all the items that we're trading on Alpha, there is not one item that's losing money. The worst margin is like 30%. So if we're trading in it, it's probably profitable. Let's check this one. Do we have one out there? We do. Let's check this one. Okay, and here we don't, right? Here we don't. And this is the item that we bought earlier. Sell for 600. So buy for 400, sell for 600. I'm not liking the 50% margin. The 50% margin is kind of crap, but this moves quickly, right? This is hundreds. Good stuff. So I'm going to trade in this anyway. So I'm going to you gotta have a good mix of insane margin items and then some items that are just your daily bread and butter movers. And so since I have 10 million, what are we gonna do? We're gonna put 2 million. I'm gonna put like 2.8 million into this item. We're gonna buy those. And then we're gonna go back to the list here and we're gonna check these guys out. We have a buy order out for those. I don't need to renew that. Torpedo launcher we do there as well. What else? Yeah, that one. The heavy assault missile launcher. We have a sell order out there, but no buy order, and there's really no competition going on here. So I'm gonna put a buy order for these out there as well, knowing full well that you guys can just outbid me. I'm gonna buy 20 here. 106.5 out of a shop. One jump. Buy that. Perfect. And then let me look at my... We have, I think, one more order. It says 2, but I don't think it says updated. We have 4 million, so let's pick one more item with that strategy. Antimatter charge L. So antimatter charge L right now you can buy for 83. Let's look at my trade history on this. Buying 82, selling 173. This is very nice. This is just all within 48 hours. And so we're gonna continue to buy this at 82. I'm gonna right click a shop, place a buy order, 82.05. And I'm just going to do what? Buy 30,000 of them. Let me just make the check to make sure that the daily volume adds up. I mean, it's very spiky. It goes up to 300,000 sometimes, so I think we're okay. So I'm just gonna buy 30,000 at 82.05, and I'm gonna click buy, and then we're all set. And so what we've done is we've invested all our ISK, we've updated all our orders, and then I log off and I log back on tomorrow, and I'm going to expect to have at least 50% more ISK than today. Just to recap for those that joined late, we went from 40 million on Wednesday to today about 107 million. And then my, you know, I'm in this stream or in this challenge, I am just showing you how to take this completely fresh account from 0 to PLEXing account in hopefully a month or... Yeah?